do this thing here and hit go live. Are you ready?
You're good.
Okay, so now we minimize this. Then we go here and we hit intro with this.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to yet another installment of Stay Fishy Friday. Let me tell you, last week was a doozy. I'm still laughing about it.
What?
And don't think, we forgot about this little notepad over here.
What are you talking about?
Talking about all the laughs and stuff we got last week about you being in a mermaid costume.
Oh, you guys got to stop that.
So in honor of that, we're going to make the drinking word tonight. Merman again. I don't know if we used it before, but
wait, guys, this is my son. He's
it's
supposed
hilarious.
to care about me.
So welcome back to Stay Fit Fishy Friday. I'm one of your hosts, Josh.
And I'm your most excited and everybody loves host, Bigrich. I love to be here every Friday. This is, you guys don't understand. I work 16 hours a day taking care of Tracy. Then I work a few hours a day taking care of the rescue and feeding the fish and all that. And then cleaning the house and doing my laundry because Josh ain't going to do my laundry for me. And then I have to run around and go to the grocery stores and the bank and all that kind of stuff. And, I get a few hours of sleep a day. And, it's crazy that, I don't know. But my only release is Friday nights with you guys. I section myself 3 drinks, and I've got 1 almost down. I've got number 2 sitting here, and number 3 sitting here, ready to go. And after that, I can't drink no more because I got to take care of Tracy the rest of the night until the nurse gets here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I love my Stay Fishy Fridays with you guys. It's like me going out to the bars and hanging out and having fun with my friends. People don't understand this. They're like, oh, every time we watch Rich, he's drinking and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. I am nonstop around here, and it's nice to sit back and hang out with my friends. So thank you guys for showing up and hanging out with us. So
to start things off, it's Friday, as many of you also know, but it's also the day that got keys to the new house.
Our baby's moving out. Oh my God. He's got his new house. It's a beautiful house too. It's a beautiful house, and it's real close to here. So I know the big question everybody wants to know, will he still be here helping? Yes, he'll still be doing videos. Yes, he will come over and help do projects. And yes, he will be here on Friday nights.
And yes, I'll be here to watch you in that merman costume. Yes, oh yes, I will. That is a given. So I said merman again. So
well, how close are we? What's the add-ups of last week? Because I've got a surprise for you. That's separate from this.
So currently we're at $817 for Rich and $5 for Josh.
No one wants to see you in the mermaid outfit. They all want to see me. Why? I don't get it. Who wants to see an old fat man in a mermaid outfit?
Because it's hilarious. I don't know about you, but that'd be pretty darn funny if you asked me.
Not funny. I don't understand any of you people why this is building so fast and why this is going so fast. And I want you to know I've got a surprise for you. Okay?
We will get there. All right, so start things off. Rob Schilling for $10. He said,
hey, Rob.
Reaper, when your leg heals up, get you a few beers and soak in the hot tub poolside.
Aw. Put down there $10 for Reaper for beer.
Where's my pen? Right, you're trying to sabotage me already.
No. I'll get it. I got it. Okay, here. Reaper, $10, beer. There you go. Got that. So let's move on. Next.
All right. You want to go ahead?
And then do you have the GoFundMe in there mixed with your accounts?
Yes, that
okay, so that's a total of the 2 different GoFundMes plus the last Friday night Stay Fishy show?
Correct.
Okay. Trevor Robbins says, do you guys do live feedings on your fish? No, we do not feed anything live. We painstakingly turn the fish off of live and do our thing. We feed tilapia and shrimp and pellets of all sorts and that kind of stuff. But we never feed live.
Oh, we got Jim Sheasley, $5. He said Reaper's Beer Fund.
Come on, guys.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
There's a bunch of people saying congratulations, and I
For
say
what?
thank you.
Oh, for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
I told him that earlier tonight when he got his keys. He was going over to his house for the first time. He made a video, but he didn't want to show you guys. I wanted to put it on the screen here and let you guys see his new house, because you can actually drive under the house and park inside the basement. That's amazing. Okay. He's got an upper deck that comes from the bottom deck, and oh my God, it's a nice house. No, we did not do the Tracy update yet. That's first off. I've got all the volume turned down.
no, you don't. There you go. No.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's this one.
There you go.
There you go. All right, so I will get done rambling here. Let's go ahead and.
Hunter Biden said, I almost threw up watching Reaper's surgery. Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad. Now, so you guys got to understand, I got bit by a shark and my foot was busted off. All the tendons in the back were chewed off. The bone was busted through. There was only one thing holding my foot on, was the tendon in the front. When you lift your toes up and you feel the front of your ankle, that tendon was all that was holding my foot on. I had to have 365 stitches, and 7 doctors said they had to amputate it. And then the 8th doctor said he'd put it on, but I'd never walk again. And after 2 years, I was like 7. My mom stole my crutches from me, and I was crying and crying, but I hobbled on this leg forever. And next thing you know, I'm walking down. Nobody even knows that I got bit by a shark and almost lost my foot. So people are saying, oh, this and that, and Reaper's this. I'm like, it's just a little a stingray stabbing. It's whoop, whoop, whoop. It came out. I didn't think it was that bad. And then when he was here, we put him in the sink. We washed it out and hot water on it. And you know what? We did peroxide. Absolutely no foam came out, no bubbles, no nothing. It was clean. He went home, and somehow overnight, the next day, it was infected. And I told him to get to the hospital. And then he waited a full 24 hours to get to the hospital because he said his wife was working and Kurt was this and that, and he was already drinking. So he waited 24 hours, then went to the hospital. Now it's good and infected. If he'd have went right away, maybe he wouldn't have had to have all that surgery. He could have just, got antibiotics and all that. Who knows? We don't know. All I know is Reaper's safe now, and he didn't lose his foot, which is good. Okay, so let's get on to the Tracy update real quick. Now, let me show you. I've got Tracy on the net. That's suctioning out her trach right now. And I can put that back down. So every time she coughs, I'm going to have to suction her out. This week she did good. She's got her new chair. She sits in the chair 4 to 5 hours a day. She's, what else has she done this week? She's done a lot of stuff. We're playing her music all the time. And when I talk to her, every single time, no matter what side of the bed I'm on, she turns her head towards me. That's getting to be a normal now, not like a freak thing that happens every once in a while. She turns towards me all the time. I actually gave her a rash on her forehead from kissing her on her forehead all the time. So I have to mellow out and not do that so much. And, what else? We got her new bed in. So the new bed came, and we got the new bed last week, and it came in, and the guy didn't have the right bed, so he had to take it back. So he left us this full rail, but the rail was a pain in the butt because to lower it down, you had to pull a pin on this side. It would go down one notch, and then the pin would stick back. You had to pull it again and go down another notch. Then you had to go to the other side and pull it down. We were happy with the 2 half rails up by her head, and then I have them padded from pipe coverings, to seal your pipes and not make them waterproof or weatherproof, so they don't get cold. I have them all over the bed rails on the Tracy top ones. Well, they brought that long one, and it was horrible. It was a pain in the butt. So I got rid of that, and now they brought the right bed with half rails. And what we did was we took them and put them in the feet position. So we've got half rails at the top and half rails at the bottom. We leave the bottoms down all the time until nighttime, where I turn her on her side, that's when she curls up into a fetal position and her legs can come off the end of the bed. That's when I put up the bottom rails. So much easier, so much better. So along with the new bed they brought yesterday, we had to take our bed out and take it apart. And now it's got a new controller and oh, it's so much nicer. And it actually goes higher than our old bed. So it's easier for me. I don't have to bend over as far. So, yeah, it's really, really nice. Someone says, Terry Sailor says, what does Tracy like to listen to? She loves like Eagles, Bee Gees, Shania Twain. What else? She loves the soundtrack from Grease, the movie. That's her favorite movie ever. I don't know.
I walked in today and they were playing her Luke Bryan.
Well, we put it on, the Bee Gees, and then it continued on to many other songs, and then Luke Bryan come on and it turned country somewhere along the way. But her favorite stuff is, the Eagles and Bee Gees, stuff like that. She loves that. Brooke Holly says, you look good tonight, Josh. You got a fresh haircut?
For like a week and a half now.
Well, they don't see you but every Friday.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I did. This was done before last Friday, I think. I don't know.
Well.
Hey, but I always look good, all right? Just put that out there. All right, we have Brittany Brown, $5.
No. Brittany, say you ain't doing that to me.
Hashtag Team Tracy, and this is for the Merman Fund. We'll go ahead and write that down.
Wow. Brittany, on what planet do you want to see an old fat man in a mermaid outfit? Come on. This is crazy. Oh, she loves Fleetwood Mac. JC said that. Zeppelin, she likes more of the mellow stuff. I like Cashmere and Black Dog and Whole Lot of Love and stuff like that. That's my style, guitar rock. She likes what was that? More mellow Zeppelin. The Ocean she loves. She likes Misty Mountain Hop. And it's kind of half and half, But anyways, long live Merman. Oh my goodness.
All right, so let's talk about the upcoming event we have.
What does this mean?
I don't know. But again, back to what I said.
Okay, we got the OCA this weekend. Now here's the thing. Let me put up this background. Where is it at? Right here. Okay, now I have many mods and many friends and many volunteers. Here's what we need to fill this weekend, guys. The OCA, the Ohio Cichlid Association, is having their once a year show at it used to be the Holiday Inn, now it's the Best Western or something like that, right here in Strongsville. And every year I have been hosting tours at OFR the whole weekend while you're there visiting the OCA. So from 6:30 to 9 o'clock, I need 4 people for general help. Now, I don't know if Josh can do it, but there's 2 spots that Josh can help on. Josh and a couple of his buddies right here can do that, or any of our mods. We've got Luke, we've got Ryan, Nate, Reaper, Christy, and then we've also got Haley Cox from Oddball Aquatics and Steven from SC Aquatics. We got Joe coming out from, he's our admin. So we're going to have other people here to help too. What I need is everybody to look at this and all you guys tell me what you think you can fill so that I can give them a list tomorrow and say, we can fill these hours. This is all the help they need. Friday, they need from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. 3 people to help vendors set up and all that kind of stuff. I figure that could be Reaper and me because I'll have a nurse then.
Seth and Olivia said they can.
Oh, Seth and Olivia is going to be here too.
They can help with whatever we need.
Oh, they're such sweethearts. And I gave them their own room. They got their own room coming. You scared them and said that Dad's already gave out all the rooms. And they're like, well, we can get a hotel. I'm like, no, you are coming here. We have a room for you.
He texted me, said he was coming up. I said, that's cool. I just got to figure out sleeping arrangement.
No, I already talked to him. And then They come to me and like, I talked to Josh, and now we need to get a hotel. I'm like,
I
no.
never said nothing about a hotel. I just said figure it out. Like, you got that room, or that room, or that one, or that one.
We've got a Friday now, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m., 3 people to help vendors, and then 1 o'clock until 10 p.m. water management. Now that is nothing more than hanging out at the show for free. But if one of the vendors need more water to top off their tanks, you got to roll over this 55-gallon drum of water, and it's got a pump in it. They plug it in, and you pump and fill up the tanks. That's your whole job, and it's real easy. And you just got to be there for the 9 hours is the problem. Now, Saturday from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m., water supply management. Same person could do it or somebody else could do that. Now, Saturday from 1 to 2, we need 4 people. And then 4 to 5, we need 4 people. And then if we can fill these hours, I grabbed the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. If we can fill these hours, it would be awesome. And because I offered to help them out. And it would be awesome. So any of you guys can do any of them hours, let us know. And I'm talking to our mods and our volunteers that are basically going to spend the weekend here. So it's a big weekend for us. It's a big weekend for the OCA. Everybody comes from all around to see all the cichlids. Now, what they do is they run out the hotel and everybody sells out of their hotel room. So you go to every floor and you just walk down the floor. Any open door, they're selling stuff in there. So you can go in this room here, and it's covered from wall to wall with cholo wood. You go in here, and it's all betas. You go in here, it's all cichlids. You go in here, and it's all driftwood. And they sell things, and dirt cheap prices. So this is a fun yearly event. And then down in the hotel lobby thing, you've got the big event where all the vendors are, and then you've got the next room, which is all like the shows and the fish being judged and all that. And the whole hallway is going to be YouTubers now. So, it's going to be awesome.
Tim Noker said, how much for the Pantera guitar? And does that apply to the Mermaid Fund?
No, it doesn't. And I don't really want to sell it. But what you can do is send me your text with your, information that you want it. And if I ever run into a situation where I need money, I will consider selling that. Because when the hospital bills started rising for Tracy, that was the first thing I was going to put up. I didn't want to sell the car. But if I can sell the guitar, that's given up on me. The car is me and my son built together. I'd rather leave it to him. So if I'm going to have to, sell stuff, I'd rather sell my stuff. So that guitar means a lot to me. And I've got the video of all 4 guys from Pantera signing it while I was there. And, it was an amazing, awesome night that I can never recreate. So, yes, I would, if I ever do get in trouble, I would sell that because I'm not going to take from my kids. I would take from me. So send me your information and I'll put you on my list in case to get a hold of you just in case.
We got Jim Sheezy, $5. Says, is the OCA on Sunday also? And will you be there?
Yes, it is on Sunday and I will be there. And Jim, you can also come over to the house. You know that.
Lasky and Sons Woodworking, $20. He said, from the bottom of my heart, I wish I could help.
Aw, such nice guys.
Uh-oh.
Pete Walters says, so I heard Rodrigo is moving 8 minutes from my house. Better than having to drive 8 hours to OFR. Well, you know what? Here's to you. No, Rod is buying a facility in Long Island, New York, and we're holding their raise because he's going in halves with Stingray Biology. We're holding their raise for them to open up there in New York. You get to meet Rodrigo, but, unless you make that 8-hour drive, you don't get to meet the masters of disaster right here.
Did you say the masters of disaster?
Yes.
I like that one. All right, back to the chat. Someone's asking if Reaper was covered by his health insurance for this race.
Yes, he was covered with the VA insurance, except for his antibiotics. He had to pay $140 today for antibiotics, and he was complaining about it big time. I was like, you didn't use Good RX? And he's like, what's that? I'm like, oh my God. And then they couldn't take the antibiotics back. So that was terrible.
Lasky and Sons Woodworking, $5. He said, how's Reaper's foot?
He's doing good. He should be back up and around and be here, say, tomorrow or the next day. Okay, here it is. This is what I've been looking for. Who took my mojo? Says, hey, Josh, are you still planning a riverscape for the Goonch? No, he is not.
So here's the...
Wait, it's not done. Is the new 580 tank the one for the riverscape? Yes, it is. Go ahead.
So here's the thing. That is the tank I wanted to do the riverscape for the Goonch for. But here's the reason I don't want to do it. When a fish is doing good and eating as good as he is now, you don't move him and don't mess up a good thing.
Right.
He's in a 650-gallon tank. You're going to downgrade him to a 580 into a tank that, one, you can't hand feed him. That is a super cool feature. He comes out anytime I stick my fingers in that water. This Goonch is coming right up on top and he's meeting your fingers and he wants that food. It's awesome. It scares the crap out of you and I love it. But he's also eating every single night. And if you move him into this new tank, he might not. You might have complications. So right now we're holding off on that idea.
Okay, we got another question from George Mitchell. Says, when are we ever going to see you play, big man? See, to me, you got to understand, I played in a band for 18 years, and we played everywhere and played out and made money, and then I left them and went on this other band that was like so much better and so much more. We were going to take over the world with them. That was Ultraviolence. And, you know, once our drummer, you know, killed himself and all that, it was over with for me. Now, basically, if you come to my house, let me fix my glasses, they're all crooked. If you come to my house and you get me started drinking, I may pick up the guitar and I'll play along with some songs on the radio and just jam out. You know, that's about as much as people get from me. I don't feel it's something to show off because I've done it for so long, it's nothing. And then I'm nowhere near as good as I was as far as fluently and remembering everything. I don't remember all them different leads and different songs and stuff. I'm like, I got my drink in my hand. I'm like, oh, I used to play this. You hear that all the time, don't you?
Sure do. We have Woo 718 Tang for $10. Says, have you thought about doing anything with Kenan? Maybe when you build the reptile enclosure in the spring.
We have already talked to Kenan many times.
We've been down in Florida. We did the charity pond build together with Greg Whitstock. We went down there, met many times. We've been in contact, but we have not done a collab yet.
No. Had many pictures. We were up at Chicago together at Greg Whitstock's thing there. And, you know, he says he's coming here. But just things keep getting put off. I'm sorry. The collabs are there. Same thing with Blake. You know, he's coming here, you know, all this stuff. And, you know, every time we talk to him, same thing with Tanner Serpa. And same thing with George from Coral Reef 12G. Every time we see him, oh, yeah, I'm coming. Same thing with Brett Raymer. Said, I'll be there before Aquashella. Aquashella just came and left. These people are all busy, so, you know, to do a collab together is kind of rough. And, you know, but they all have good hearts and mean to be here. And we're going to do collabs with all of them. It's a matter of, you know, when they're near, when they got the time, I guess.
Yeah, they're all very busy. If you know how much time we put in with the rescue, you can imagine how much time Blake puts in with his animal ranch and Kenan with his whole animal mecca.
I tell you what, if we were down in Florida, there would be no stopping us. I'd be buying a mini excavator just to dig more ponds, just to have more fish. We'd have a big trash pump, you know, 18 horsepower motor running water from like the nearest canal, pumping into all these, you know, pumps or filter ponds that we dug and stuff. Oh, it'd be sweet. But yeah, okay, let me address this. Lucas Novi, thank you for rescuing the fish. But let me tell you something. He says, I rescued the platies from Walmart. Here's the thing, buddy. And I don't mean to put you down at all. But if you buy the platies from Walmart, do you know what Walmart's going to do? They're going to go and buy more platies because they're selling. You're not rescuing nothing. If you want to rescue something, don't buy. Talk others into not buying. And then Walmart would be like, well, these never sell. and then they won't buy no more. You know what I'm saying? Up here in the northern country or northern states, up here, Walmart has stopped selling fish altogether. Too many people complain. So I don't know where you're from, but obviously they still sell fish there. But all of the Walmarts around here have stopped selling fish. It was too controversial, too much complaining for them. But yeah, I get people say, "Oh, I just bought 15 baby pacu from the pet store. I rescued them. When they get bigger, I'll give them to OFR." You're not rescuing them. You're buying them, and then they're going to buy more to replace it because they're selling them. They're making money. Do not buy if you want to rescue these fish. These fish will sit there and nobody will buy them, and they won't buy no more because they're not moving. That is the thing you got to think about, the big picture, not the day that you're there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you trying, but actually doing more damage than good.
We have, wait, I just watched it.
Look at this. Oh, they just jumped. Austin McGoldrick. Masters of Disaster. Okay.
Got the Arowana Express. He said he would love to come see the facility. Big fan from Singapore.
Oh, nice. Anytime you're in the States, let me know. Get a hold of me before you're coming so I can plan for that. Let me know. Anybody can get a hold of me at bigrich@ohiofishrescue.com. Okay? Let me know ahead of time, and I can try and get you in there. Have you done this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what got us on the topic of Kenan.
Okay.
All right, so we haven't.
You want the Ray background?
I put it on already. It's on.
Okay, but let me change that to this one because there's the pool pond before the rays. But let's go back even earlier. Look at the pool before the pool conversion. Yeah, same pool. Look at that. That is amazing, ain't it? Why won't this go on? Okay, that's got to go off. There we go. So that's got some plants. We've got so many more plants now. And then this has got, the what was that? That bull that everybody tried riding, nobody could ride in the water. It was hilarious. That was 12 foot deep over there. And see this whole thing right here? There's a metal pole right there going across the center. And when it's an automatic hydraulic pool cover. So this metal pole would come across, pulling the lever or pulling the cover all the way out, and then we can walk on it like a waterbed. It was fun. We used to wrestle on there, throw people out there. We had a blast on there. But now that that's done, let me show you what it is. Now we covered it with that rubber liner and made the river in front of it. So that is all now plants and stuff. And let me see if I can get it on the newer one. Oh, we can't see all the way back there on the newer one. Dang it. Okay.
So, let's get back to the bear in the room. We haven't been talking about this mermaid fund.
Okay. Is everybody done pitching in for the mermaid fund? Can I talk about it now? Because we're getting up there.
Yeah,
we're like real close. How much?
822.
822. Okay. And what was it? 1,500?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 7 something to finish that, or 6 something to finish that. 640 or 660 something. Yeah. 658, I think it is. Do the math. Come on.
658's wrong. You need 78.
78?
Yes.
678?
Yep.
That's close. Okay. So we need $678 to reach the 1,500. You wonder why I'm laughing, don't you? Oh, Luke's here. He's already a mod.
Yep.
Any of our new mods that come on here, Josh, make them a mod. Okay. Let me see here. Let me go. Okay, so you want me to talk about this, right?
Yeah, you're stalling. Bud.
I am stalling. Oh, Boss Aquatic's here. What's up, buddy?
Look at the camera.
Look at the super chats.
Go on.
Look at the super chats.
My goodness. All right, we have the Headache Aquarium hole for $10 and beer money for my boy Reaper. So glad he's better.
Aw.
It isn't Brittany Brown one of our new mods?
No.
Nope.
Brittany Lipsis or something like that is our new mod.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not in that chat as much, so I don't know.
Right. Why is Eric not a mod? All because he changed his name. All right, we're going to add him as a moderator. There you go. You are a mod. Now, what's his channel? The Headache Aquarium Hole? It's going to kill me. The Headache Aquarium Hole is what it is. Check them out on YouTube, guys. He's a good guy. He's the one that gave us Lavaca. And his children drew Tracy a coloring book and all this. Beautiful family and great people.
I think Brittany Brown is Brittany Ziblis.
Oh, is it? Ziblis, that's her name. Okay, so let's go ahead and make her a mod then. Wait, no, if I'm making the wrong person, why is your name Brown then? Come on, Brittany, why is your name Brown? I'm not going to change it to a mod until I find out.
I mean, there's an easy way you can do it. You're already in the mod chat. Just say, hey, it's me in the mod chat.
Yeah, do that in the mod chat. You got the mod chat on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany, go on the mod chat and say, hey, it's me, and then we'll make you a mod here.
And Jeremy said, I'm there. He is Xanis Zero.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
All right, so we added Eric, heading as a mod, and we're waiting.
She said, it's me. It's my maiden name.
Okay, so Brittany, we're going to make you a mod. Just checking. So Brittany Brown is now a mod. Thank you for joining us.
There was that one time that, there you go, Xanaso.
Okay.
There was that one time that someone went and renamed their channel the same name as our mod. We put him as a moderator, and he was causing havoc.
Oh, all kinds of havoc. Yes, we have to protect ourselves. Tanya Miller says, I wish you guys were closer because I'm in Texas. Well, Tanya, did you not just come see me in Aquashella? I was in Dallas, was it?
Yeah, Dallas.
I was in Dallas, and I had a layover in Houston. You didn't come see me then. Don't complain about how far away we are in Ohio.
Well, what's up, fella? You had something you
you're still on that, aren't you?
I want to know.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. Now, see, the reason, as soon as I say this, they're going to stop, contributing to the fund to get it to 1,500. I just want you to know.
So it's something about the fun.
We have one of our loyal followers, and she's a sweetheart, and she wants to stay anonymous, okay? She donated enough money to cover the mermaid fund.
So you got to do it?
I have to do it. I'm already there. With just her donation, she covered the whole thing. She's such a sweetheart, but I'm like, I thought you liked me. So now we made, what's your total?
822?
822 above the mermaid fund, okay? So here's the thing. I promised everybody if it reached the 1,500, I would spend all the money on the rescue. Here's my problem. I need ideas. What to spend this money on for the rescue? What would you guys like to see? We could do backgrounds now this is stuff that I've seen as a waste of money. Oh, not a waste of money is food, electric, gas, sewer, water, all that. Medications, that's not a waste. That's a have to. But to put backgrounds in the tank at a high dollar rate, which is Universal Rocks, and they're not cheap. They're really nice. But if you want me to do backgrounds, that's one thing that I can spend this money on because it's mad money for OFR that I'm going to do I'm going to get in the mermaid outfit. And I promise to spend the money on the rescue. So you guys got to come up with ideas for what I can spend it on the rescue that would be nice. I don't want to spend it on things we need. That's our normal, pay this and that. This is mad money that she sent in and you guys sent in. So she sent in $3,000.
Wow.
She goes, I want to see you in the mermaid outfit. So we've got $3,800 to spend on the rescue on frivolous things, not gas, electric, sewer, water, all that, normal bills. So anything frivolous, anything that you guys would think is a good idea for the rescue that is not a necessity,
so you say
I'm going to spend this money on that.
You say backgrounds.
Backgrounds is a good idea because I wouldn't have spent that money on that.
I say right down the middle of our room, we have the 650 and the 550. That's taking up 20 foot of real estate there.
Yes.
For what? 1,200 gallons of water.
Right.
If we contact Dolphin, we get a brand new tank there, 22
20 foot long,
4 foot wide,
tall, 4 foot high, and then one glass panel or two glass panels in the front. That would serve a much better purpose and give us 4 times the water.
And I think we could
because these tanks are 3 foot tall and they got 1.5 feet of glass that are constantly leaking.
We'd have to add some more money to do that, but that would be a good start. But I mean, I think that's a good idea.
That's a heck of an idea. I didn't even think of that.
And I'm sure if we put that idea out there and say, hey, we have 3,800 built up and we need X amount of dollars to make this tank happen, we can call and talk to Dolphin, see what kind of deal they give the rescue.
By the way, thank you for donating that $3,000. That's the biggest donation we've got. You are a saint, and
I hope you're watching right now. She
wants to be anonymous. So you are amazing. You are helping this rescue so much. And now, that's just amazing. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate
the fishies and
all the fishies. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
All right, we have Lil Ace, Aqua Fanatic and songwriter, says he wants to donate his Asian water monitor.
Oh, nice. I hate to cut you short, but Blake Weber says put the money towards matching merman outfits for Joshy.
His new theme for Fishy Friday.
Stop it. I changed it the way I wanted it.
He wants you to be merman and me barnacle boy.
Who wants to see this? All of this with coconuts and a mermaid tail.
Just everyone who's watching is going to know that the official smell is Pantene as the hair
merman smell. My hair always smells like Pantene. It's so nice. But from this point on, you guys will not be able to unsee what you're asking for. Think about this.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
So when did
time continuum says? I don't think so.
when did she send that donation?
A couple days ago. I've been waiting for Friday to surprise you. Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
So you need to get a hold of Dolphin now because that's the best idea we've had. The backgrounds, we can do them little by little and it won't take that much money. $300 for this tank, $700 for the 4,000, something like that. The 3,000, we can do all that at a later time with a lot less money. Now that we got a bunch built up right now, which we've never had this much in the OFR fund before. If we can get a tank from Dolphin to replace those 2 tanks, not only that, we can sell those 2 tanks too and get a little bit more money towards it. And that would go from, we've got 550 and 650, we're talking 1,250, gallons. Or no, 1,200 gallons, something like that is what's there now. Right?
Yeah. To probably another 3,000 or so.
To another 3,000 gallon, right. Yes. That would help out a lot. And we'd still be able to see them from the side, but instead of seeing them from right to here, we can see them all the way to the ground. A lot more water. A lot more. And it's the same area. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Once you said that, it just clicked in my head. Yeah. That's what we need to spend the money on.
For sure.
So I'm going to do this and make a fool out of myself because you guys put the money forward and our Savior put her money forward and did this. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to be embarrassed but we're going to spend it on the rescue, and you guys will see a nice upgrade.
Oh, Dougie said he's in love with your coconuts.
Pale Horse Rider for $9.99 says, music heals. Love to see the speakers in Tracy's room. That was a great idea. Tesla said it's all about the frequency. Well, let me tell you about this. Well, thank you very much for that. The living room was the living room. That was part of my 770 watts of surround sound. And then I've got 2,000 watts going to the bottom 415s for the bass, for the subwoofer. So we really got into movies. Then when this happened to Tracy, I didn't want her stuffed away in my room, and all this. I want her out here in the middle of the house. Right here's the hallway going down to Josh's room and Richie's room, and she's right there in the middle. My bedroom's way over there. So, she's in the middle of the house where everybody can help take care of her, and she gets the most commotion. People walking by all the time. That's what I wanted. If I have her in her own little private bedroom, she'll never see people walk by, So that's why she's out here. The speakers happen to be here because it was my theater room / living room at the same time.
Okay. Bucky Dodonner said, Rich, make a mullet May 12-month calendar. It's the least you can do for 3K, and we will even buy the calendars.
Oh my God. I said I'd dress up in the outfit one time, not 12 times in different poses.
So if I take 12 pictures, I can secretly make the calendar?
Oh my God.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my God. Cleveland Best Adventures is here. Nate, can you look?
He also volunteered to get in a mermaid outfit too. He said,
did he?
Well, let's do it.
Nate, look at the hours up here. What hours can you fill for the weekend? We're going to have people here.
He's not off work until Saturday at 6.
Saturday at 6?
Yeah.
Oh, that's missing everything.
Yep.
Oh, so you don't get to work the Saturday during the day, the Friday during the day, or the Thursday during the day?
Unless something happens to change with his new job, but as of right now, he can't. So he'll be able to help out with like tours and stuff on Saturday night and Sunday morning.
Well, Saturday night is the get together here. The OCA closes at 9 o'clock, and all the vendors all come over here and hang out here because they're working all weekend there. It's their only time to get away, so they come over here, hang out here, party here, drink a few beers, look at all the fish, hang out with each other, talk to each other, that kind of stuff. Then they all go back to their hotel rooms and stuff like that. And it's like that every single year here. So I'm going to have a bunch of like pizza out there, JoJo's chicken and wings, some Walmart's sub sandwiches, and
now people might think Walmart sub sandwiches.
Oh no, they're really good.
They make this 6-foot long sub and it's piled high with lunch meat and lettuce, tomato, all this good stuff. And they're actually really good.
They're really good. And they cut them up into little 1-foot sections and give it to you in this big box. Oh my God, they are so good. We cut them into like little 4-inch sections, and then everybody just takes a bite of it, and it's their own little sandwich. It's so good. It's well worth the money.
So Cop here, I don't know, or FM with 10,000 cop. I don't know what that is, but he said not to be a party pooper here, but wouldn't it be wiser to wait until the rays are out of the pool before you put the coconuts on? So
you would think so,
but you know what? Our followers deserve to see this now and not 6 months from now.
Right, and I can go in the pool pond and not get stabbed. What Reaper don't know, and I didn't say nothing to him, but I told him to slide his feet towards the rays and they will move away. He was heading out, and basically this ray got trapped between Reaper and him, and he's sliding his feet towards him. So he nailed him. But if Reaper would have moved over to just one side and slid towards him, the ray would have just slid out this way. So Reaper don't know that yet. And I didn't want to make Reaper feel bad. So I didn't say nothing to him. But
he ain't never getting in the water with a stingray.
He will never get in the water again, he said. But, it all makes sense. You've got somebody that knows how to wrangle something. And then they come out and they're like, how did you catch that? I've been trying for weeks, because they know their job. If I was in there, pretty much I can say for sure I wouldn't have got stabbed because I would have known to head towards him. I don't block his exit way. I don't head towards him sliding my feet. He's trapped against the wall. I move off to one side and slide sideways and give him all the room, thank you, to get out. Reaper just didn't know that. And actually, Reaper shouldn't have been in my pool pond without me being there. Nobody should ever jump in the pool or do anything without me being there. That was the first thing. He come in and he's bleeding out of his ankle. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I got stabbed by a stingray. I'm like, what the hell are you doing in with the stingrays? I was confused. I'm like, why are you, nobody should ever go into any of my tanks. And you guys can all agree with this, and wherever you're from, if somebody comes over, they don't put their arms in your tanks. They don't try and catch your fish. They don't try and move decoration. Nobody goes in your tanks but you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I let people in, but I let them know how to act. So, it was a sad thing. It shouldn't have happened. Reaper shouldn't have been in there, but he shouldn't have got stabbed, And then when, he called me the next morning and showed me that picture, and I'm like, oh my God, that's infected. Go to the hospital. He waited 24 hours. I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. The difference is now they could have given you pill antibiotics and have been okay. Now you wait 24 hours and it gets worse. They want to give you IV antibiotics and cut you open. There's a difference. Skin is dying. If he'd have got antibiotics first, this wouldn't have got this bad. This wouldn't have gone that far. But no one listens to me. I love my Reaper. He's a good buddy of mine. Love him to death. But people should listen to Big Rich. I'm telling you.
Alrighty. So let's get some questions in the chat tonight, guys.
Yes. Blake Weber says, at least Reaper got some likes and a bid from it. Yes, this is true.
You got two.
Two?
Two videos from it.
Oh, 2 videos from it. But here's the thing. YouTube took the monetization away. Reaper makes nothing off of these vids. Because it was too graphic, then they said 18 and over, and now we won't let you monetize it. So he didn't get nothing other than letting you guys see what happened. And I could not believe that Reaper went to the hospital and the doctors were allowing him to video. Not only that, the doctor videoed when Reaper was out and talked to us like he was a YouTube star. I could not believe that. Reaper had the best experience in the hospital that I've ever seen. I go to the hospital, it's not like that. They don't listen to you. They don't do nothing for you. They're terrible. And Reaper's in there. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, I'm the doctor, but I'll video for you while you're passed out. I was like, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. So Reap gets no money from any of that. So all he gets is you guys get to see it and check it out. CH Aquatics just joined, said, did I miss the Tracy update? Yes, it's at the beginning, as always. So as soon as we're done, wait 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll be up on the internet. You can watch the beginning and check it out.
Off the Deep End Aquatics said, a learning experience for everyone. We all need to be super careful when dealing with these animals.
Hey, Mike.
He should know all too well.
Yes, you got sent. What he got sent? 10 of them?
10 or 11, I think.
10 or 11. How many did you get sent, Mike? And he's got like a total of 4,000 gallons. I mean, he's a good YouTuber and he puts out good content, and he's a good fish keeper. But he wasn't equipped to take over all these rays that they sent him. He said he'd help, and they sent him 11 or something. And now he's struggling to keep up and put them in the right, things. And you guys got to remember, these are wild caught stingrays that Kevin bought as breeders. So they've been in a cage all by themselves all their life with other stingrays. They never had people walking in with them. Our babies that are born here and then grew up with people, they're not scared of people. So they're not freaking out,
Yeah. People are getting butthurt here.
I'm not criticizing Reaper. I'm saying the whole situation. You know, for one, you all know if you let someone into your house, they should not be in your tanks, right? That is correct. So don't get on me for that. I'm not criticizing Reaper. I was just confused because he came into my house and he's bleeding. Why are you bleeding? I just got stuck by a stingray. Why the hell were you in one of my stingrays? I was freaking out, you know. All of a sudden, my buddy's bleeding. You know, don't take this wrong and start reading into things that aren't supposed to be there. You know, I hate that in the world. People read into things that aren't supposed to be there to make the situation worse. I hate that. There's enough problems in the world. Be happy. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not putting my buddy down. Trust me. I've been friends with him for 35 years. I will protect him. I will jump between him and 40 people trying to whoop his butt. I will jump into that crowd and start whooping ass to protect him.
Swear jar.
I did swear, didn't I? I'm sorry. So don't get me mad like that. Nobody's putting Reaper down. Stop it. Don't read into things. You know, reading into things is why half the world argues. You read into something and then you think it's something, and then, you know, you're mad at that person for this, and then they're like, what are you talking about? And you guys get in a big argument. Stop the craziness. Don't read into stuff. I'm telling you plain and simple, and you all know it's true. Nobody should be in your tanks unless you're there or you tell them to. Okay? I wasn't there. I didn't know he was getting in my tanks. I would have explained how to act around the rays. He didn't know I stuck this other ray in there, the wild caught ray. He didn't know. So another reason not to go into my tanks. I'm not putting Reaper down. He's my best buddy. So, you know, who's this, Rachel? Stop talking like that. That's just ridiculous. You know, they're making things worse. That's dumb.
We have the Aquatic aquarium hole. $5. Said, can't wait to meet my new friend Rod when they come to my town. LOL.
He's like, we're going to be friends already. I know this. Yes, Eric, you're going to have the complete, you know, pleasure of being around predatory fins and stingray biology all in your town all at the same time. You know what? You make me jealous, buddy. And yes, Airtime says Reaper's allowed special treatment as he works and helps a lot. So it should be cool for him to go in the pool pond. No, absolutely not. I don't care how much you help out here. Do not go into my tanks with my fish without me knowing. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my mother. Do not go in my tanks without me knowing. And that's facts. Ain't none of you can argue with that.
There's 100 things that change in a day.
A day. The parameters change. Things change.
You could have been in that pond yesterday, and this tank just broke 2 hours after you leave, and we throw the electric eel in this pool because it's an open vat, and you know nobody's going to get hurt. But then you're thinking, oh, it's just a tub of water, and you get in there, and there's an electric eel around your feet.
Do not go into any of my tanks without letting me know. Period. And I don't care which one of you Karens want to say something. It's wrong because I don't care. Do not go in my tanks without letting me know, and you'll never change my mind on that.
Bad Panda Fishing said, Josh, you hear that? Don't go into Big Rich's tanks. We also don't do nothing without telling them. I change something, I go out there and say, hey, I changed this valve, I put this fish there because of this reason.
Now we're draining to there. Know. We always know.
Because if I do something and I walk away, he comes out there not knowing.
I'll do something else and change the parameters. I'll add a hose because this is getting too full. And he'll be like, what are you doing? We tell each other everything because
we learn the hard way.
Yeah.
We've overflowed.
We've worked against each other. He's like, why'd you put that hose in there? Because the tank was getting too full. But I was doing this and it was going to the pond. Oh, I didn't know. Right? So, you know, you guys can say whatever, but I'm sticking by my plans. Nobody should go in my tanks without letting me know. Yes, I did send them out there to get the lily pads out of the outside pond. And I said, they're going to go into the indoor pond. That's where we want them to go. I didn't expect them to get in the indoor pond. But Reaper's feeling confident and comfort here because he's always here and he does this.
For life now.
Oh, he's scarred for life now. He don't even want to look at stingrays. Poor Reaper.
Oh, you want my help? Oh, hell no. No, no, no.
Last time I helped you, I was in the hospital for 4 days, 5 days. No, my buddy Reaper, he'll still help. He'll still be around. And, you know, it was
stingrays.
He just don't want to go in with stingrays, which I get it. No problem.
Brittany Brown, $5, said no one loves Reaper more than Big Rich. We all do, but he's the OG gamer friend.
He is.
All right. There's some people saying I seen their comment. I did not. There's too many comments jumping in. I can't read them all, and the chat jumps too much. So, yeah, I can't see everything. Sorry, bud.
Okay, how about this one? George Mitchell says, Big Rich, I know you don't sell your fish, but if you do, if you were to sell all your fish and tanks, how much do you reckon you could get?
I'd say at least $100,000
in tanks.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Fish.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, if we sold all of Stingray Biology's fish, that'd be 40,000, 50,000 easy right there. Cheap prices. $1,000 a ray, there's 40,000, you know. Yeah. He paid upwards to like 20 grand for some of them, you know. They were the super high quality ones. He paid some big money for. So yeah, I don't know, dude. We're talking a couple $100,000 for the fish, you know, 3,500 for the platinum red tail, 10,000 a piece for the 2 alligator gars.
And then the platinum alligator gar. I don't know. There's probably at least 100,000 in just fish.
100,000 in tanks and 40 to 75,000 in rods rays or Kevin Wise rays.
And then there's equipment.
So we're talking about 300,000 probably if we was to sell everything, and we would really upset our friends. We would never do that.
We got Von Yinzer for $5. Says, for the Merman Fund, glad Reaper is on his way to recovering. Let's get fishy. What's the word for tonight? The word for tonight is merman.
Yes, sir.
And what? That brings the Merman Fund up to $3,827. And $5 for Josh.
There's only one person that put out $5 that wants to see you in a merman outfit. Well, guys, you've got your choice. You got your winner. Okay. This point right now, I have to get in the mermaid outfit. Okay. But wouldn't you like to see him in the outfit with me? It's time to start getting him in the outfit. I'm going to hold up my word and do what I said. I will get in the outfit. I will spend all the money. Hold up. I will spend all the money on the rescue on some frivolous thing, you know, so don't worry there. But now it's Josh, and he can put in the money towards the buying of this big tank, new tank. Reaper says what?
Reaper also, you know, volunteered himself. If it won, then he'd get in the mermaid costume.
Oh, he did?
The one out there will fit him now. So.
Oh, it'll fit him. That's a little girl's outfit. Reaper will fit right in.
Sorry, Reap. I did it.
Now, wait. Reaper's supposed to know that we love him, right?
Yeah.
But how's he supposed to know we love him when we keep doing this to him?
Because I did it to him last time. He said, "Oh, forget about it."
Oh my goodness.
We got Will Star here. What's up, Will Star?
Hey, what's up, Will Star? His channel's really taking off.
Yeah.
And he's making decent money now. He's happy.
Would you ever consider building a big rebar reinforced concrete tanks like along the walls with a few viewing panels, or is it not worth it? Maybe a good way to use space efficiently, or bad idea?
Well, we're talking like the John JPC tanks. Remember the 10,000 gallon?
Yeah.
It was floor to ceiling, 6-foot acrylic, and then 20-foot long. We could do that now where the Zyra frontosa, the bass tank, that's 4-foot long, but it's on a stand. Or 4-foot tall.
I don't think that slab will hold the water weight. You'd have to.
Yeah, now we'd have to really reinforce the slab. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we've always had a plan of on the back wall of the fish room building a huge tank there, but that never came to fruition because we've always gotten more tanks, more ponds.
Right.
It's always changing. We might have a different idea next year that, hey, we might want to do it.
Bucky Doe Downer says 3K should cover both of you. Look, I put out the challenge. Josh did not. Now, somebody said, I want to see Josh in there and started a fund for Josh. Look, where I'm going to spend all my money on the rescue.
It wasn't my dream to get in
Right.
costume.
It ain't my dream either, but I'm going to spend all the money that we've taken in so far onto this thing here. So if you guys want to see Josh into that, and he's willing, then he wants to put the money in, we can go ahead and talk to Dolphin Aquatics and get a big 20-foot long tank, 4 foot by 4 foot, and be like, well, ours is 16-foot long and it's 3,000. So this would be like 3,500.
That's 16,
close to 4.
16 by 6 by 4.
Oh, by 6. This is only going to be 4.
Right.
So possibly up to 3,000 gallons. Right. Okay, I got it. Guys, don't work against us here. We're trying everything we can to make things better for the rescue. Okay. You know, I don't know.
Oh, people are talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah. Big Rich, you should have a bikini girl swim with the fish day. When you get the stingrays out of here, you have a lot of, you know what? Dark Side Major says that. I tried that. And every time I get a cute little girl comes over and she gets in there for the thing, we get 90,000, remarks from dirty old men, basically. And now these girls don't want to come back. So I gave up on that. No mermaid girls here, because it's either you've got somebody says, I don't want to see the mermaid, I'm here for the fish. Or, hey, I'd rather see her naked. We don't need all that. That's come on. So now we don't do the mermaid girls no more because of that. There's too many I don't know. Guys will be guys, I guess.
Someone said, hey, Willstar, what's your YouTube? It's Willstar.
Willstar, I think it's Willstar 7, isn't it?
Well, yeah, no, it's just Willstar.
Oh, he changed it?
All caps.
Okay.
Will, Willstar. Willstar.
Yeah. Willstar, and he's doing really good right now. He's making more money than the second channel of OFR right now for Bigfoot, and it's not even real. Josh, you got to get a barnacle boy outfit.
What's one fish you love to keep at the rescue if money was no option?
Ooh, a Wells cat, a Mekong cat, a Dorado. I love the Dorados, the mirror shape looking of them. Not the Dorado fish, the Dorado cat.
Those are cheap, though. The problem with those is you get a Dorado catfish into a fish tank, and they're always known for bashing their nose, and then they all look deformed. So you have to keep them in a very, very large tank, and give them special amenities as to not mess up their figure. They're absolutely sweet catfish. You usually see them all the time for babies that big for like $100-$200.
We don't have one. We need one.
Yeah. Reminds me of a Perry Eva, though.
Right. George Mitchell says, Big Rich, do you ever feed your community fish vegetables? My fish love sweet corn and cucumber. Well, corn's not really good for them, but yes, we do feed a lot of veggies and leftover stuff all the time. Anything that we're going to throw away from the dinner table, if the fish can eat, they will eat, and the pacu eat a lot of it. But we don't show that kind of things because we're going to have somebody out there, Karen from West Virginia, saying, oh my God, that's not good. So, we feed the table scraps to the fish as extra because then we don't have to buy fish food and all this kind of stuff. So they eat a lot of different stuff. Everyone was getting on me about this sulcata tortoise. We're feeding him 3 times a day a bunch of different things. One day or one in the afternoon it's a bunch of dandelions from outside, some kale and something else, and then later on it was romaine lettuce and then some fruit. And people are like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't feed him fruit. You shouldn't feed him kale." Oh, blah blah blah. Call Cam Cannon. Yeah, geez, people, mellow. He eats 3 times a day, and he eats a wide variety of stuff. So if the kale ain't that good for him, he don't get it every feeding. He gets fruits, later on. If the fruits ain't that good for him, that's okay. He don't get it every feeding. Mellow out.
Which are good, snack for them. They love dandelions.
And what's that plant? The plant with the red flowers that fall off. Hyacinth. They love them flowers. I forget, but anyways. But yeah, you get my thing. We show a video and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't feed them that." We're not feeding them that constantly. People, mellow out. And then this whole thing about you should contact Camp Cannon. Dude,
hibiscus.
Thank you. That's what I was talking about. They love them. And yeah, Augustin Ortiz says hibiscus. Yes. So, we feed them a wide variety of stuff. If some ain't as good, other is. Okay. Mellow out. He's doing just fine. He's doing great. And no, we can't get rid of him to Cam Cannon because we took him from the owner and they want to see it grow. So we are here. We're doing our due diligence. We are learning how to take care of it. Don't worry about it. We got this.
For the people that said you can't get rid of pyramiding, we have living proof.
We have living proof because he came in a whole lot more pyramided than he is now.
Yeah. So we got Danimal Kraken for $5. Says, "Rich, can you tell any good stories about meeting DIY Joey in Dallas? He seems to be a very sincere dude.
Oh my God, he is so funny. He is so funny. I get down there and he won't drink vodka or Jack Daniels or anything else. He only drinks beer. But I got down there. He was pretty south. And we're walking through this big, huge hotel room going from one bar to another. And he's going up to people. He's like, "Hey, do you know me? Are you into fish? Do you know me?" I'm like, "Joey, leave the people alone." So I'm DIY Joey. Oh my God. I was having so much fun with him. He is so hilarious. Oh my God. He's something else. Oh, he's funny.
All right. What do the Niger cats act like? Do they have much personality? Are they aggressive or friendly? They have a pretty cool looking, and I was just...
They're really cool looking. The problem is you can't have any Niger cats or Ripsaw cats or Tarashuka cats or Oxydorus niger. They're all the same cat. You can't have any of them in a pool pond because they like to hide right along the edge, and then when you come walking over and look at them, they swipe their tail and go, and then 18 different barbs on the side of their tail rip an 8-inch slice on your pool pond. So you can't really have them in there.
But they're very friendly. They're not.
They are friendly, but they don't have a big personality like an Oscar or a Pacu. They'll come to you for food, and then they'll go away.
However, they are one of my favorite common catfish. You have red tails.
They're very docile, nice.
If I was starting up a tank, I want a Niger cat because they look cool. They don't cause any damage. They don't hurt no one, and they get big and they live forever, and they hardly ever have problems with these random diseases. Like you might get some rare fish and they're super susceptible to this disease.
All of a sudden they die and you don't know why. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the Nigers are very, very hardy fish. Will Star says $10. Says, "Hey bros, take that." Thank you, Will Star. Right under that, Airtime says, "Is Joey going to come to the rescue and look at the race?" Yes, he is. He told us he will be here. He's going to do a collab with us. He is coming here, so it's a matter of time. He's a good guy, and sure, we'll do that. Will Star puts another $10 and says, "Everyone in back." I hated that saying. He's like, "Oh no, that's something I made up. It never came from a a rap song. I'm like, really?
That's Lil Jon, and Usher, Lil Jon said, "Take that."
How'd that song go? I wish we could play it. Play it.
You'll get demonetized.
That's okay.
And it's, take that and rewind it back. Usher's got the voice to make your booty go.
Right. That's how it goes.
Now we got Will Star again for $10. He said, Reaper has a new fun.
This is for beer for Reaper. Oh, sheesh. How's Raheem says, how's Hubert doing after shifting into the 580 gallon? He's doing really good. He's not biting nobody. He's doing great. He don't bother nobody. There's nobody there to bother.
Right.
Oh my goodness. When's the Gooch going into 580? As soon as Hubert's done with his breeding thing, because
Probably
he's really no. Hubert's in there for timeout, but I still have to build the river system on the bottom, cover it with rocks and gravel and stuff, and make the river system, and then we can try the goonch and a few other fish in there. Airtime says Will starts throwing down tens like he's in a strip club. Oh, that's funny. Will making it rain from Danimal Cracker. Will Star, another 10. Says, I don't listen to garbage music. I made it up on my own. I told you, son. We love you, Will Star, but it's definitely from a rap song.
Like you said earlier, don't back a man into a corner. You're backing Will Star into a corner right now.
Right. If you go onto the internet and search, take that and replay it back, it's going to come up an Usher song or a Lil Jon song because they did it together. Okay, Scenic the A says, Josh, I know you said your favorite fish before, but what do you consider your holy grail? Ooh.
My two favorite fish are the Goliath tigerfish and the gooch. I don't necessarily have a holy grail. I have what's near and dear to me. If I can only, keep two fish for the rest of my life, I'd have a gooch on the bottom and a GATF up top.
Right. Danimal.
But holy grail, I don't know. A platinum or a Plymouth sounds pretty nice.
Danielle Tracy Ann says, Josh, when do you move out? Just got on here. He actually did tonight. This is the last night. Or no, are you sleeping here tonight?
See. I don't know.
You don't know? I think tonight was his last night here because he's into his new house, but he's got a lot of work to do. Setting up his bed, setting up, the dressers and all the house and all the work and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, who knows, but he's officially moved out tonight.
Lower Can 96, he said, what's the most dangerous fish you guys have ever kept at the rescue? Dangerous as in doing harm? Probably the electric eel or...
Why? Who's he hurt?
He can shock you.
But he hasn't hurt nobody.
They just said most dangerous.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you could argue that the Amara was dangerous.
Oh, look at your mom.
Hmm.
So cute. She's all curled up. Aw.
I don't know. I really don't view fish as dangerous. I mean, I don't know. I just take precaution, We have Brittany Brown, $5. She said, what was your favorite donation you've received / what is your favorite donation given?
Ooh, my favorite donation given was when we drove 5 hours up to Chicago to give a wounded veteran, he was in a wheelchair because his legs were gone, a 125 with all the cichlids and then we built that whole Texas Holly Rock, background for him and all that stuff in there. We set this tank up. We got there probably 9 a.m. and we were there all day long setting this tank up and filling it with cichlids and getting it up and running with a bubble wall and, lids, light, stand, the whole kit and caboodle. When we left at, I think it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the whole tank was up and running and it was beautiful. And, that was my favorite giveaway right there. And then we had to travel 5 hours home. So that was our favorite donation out. But a donation come in, I would have to say this $3,000 that just came from this lady, because I've never seen donations like that before. And even though I have to get into the
and Vince Wu and all the fish,
the mermaid. Oh my God, Vince Wu. He's right up there too. He donated the platinum arowana, or I'm sorry, the platinum red tail, and then the 2 albino alligator guards with the piebald morph. And a bunch of other fish that we took from him. We made 2 trips all the way to California and back from him. I think that was our favorite donation. Yes, yeah. Vincent Wu takes that for sure. But it's a cash donation. This lady that wants to be anonymous, that I thought was my friend, she just straight threw me under the truck. Oh, Daniel, Tracy Ann says, I remember that video of the donation for the vet. Very sweet of you. Yeah, that was something. I really enjoyed doing that. I mean, people don't know. We drove 5 hours there. We spent the whole day there setting it up, and then we drove 5 hours home. We were gone for like 20 hours. It was crazy. It was amazing. But you know what? It made his day, and his wife, and oh my God, Greg Woodstock just gave them a pond, so then we gave them a fish tank and all the cichlids. Oh, he was happy. He was happy.
All right, let me get back on here. I kind of lost my spot. If you could keep one fish, what would it be? Also, out of all the pacu, which do you love the most?
Ooh. I would have to say Big Betty is everybody's favorite, but I think my favorite is Paco, because we made lifelong friends with Stephen Bundeluk, which is Paco's father, and I have not made a connection like that in forever, and it was from Paco. He's here now, and Stephen still, he still talks to us all the time, and I've met some great people taking, their fish and stuff. And he came from the penthouse apartment, going a 12 floor down to the bottom, and then out in the middle of New York City, we're putting him up into our car. That was something.
I got B-type 13x2 for $10. Says don't let the talk of arrows and rays distract you from the fact that Bigrich is still a pacu.
Is that because I eat everything in sight? Is that why?
Animal Cracker's asking how Schwarzenegger is doing.
Oh, he's doing good. You gotta realize he's like 8 years past his suggested lifespan.
We're gonna go out there one day, and he's
going to be gone. Yeah. So we see him as a 99-year-old man with a cane walking around. So people are like, why is he laying against the wall? Leave him be. Why is he swimming so slow? Leave him be.
He's got to be 60 pounds.
He's 60 pounds for sure. He's so huge, so big. And he's 8 years past his life expectancy. See, what you guys don't realize is we take in your guys' family pets that you've had for many years. And just like Pittsburgh, he came in, he was 21 years old when we got him. Suggested life for a Mabu pupper is 18 years. He was already 3 years past his life. We had him for 3 years, and then one day we go out there and he's upside down. We get to know and love your family pets, and then we have to endure the hardship of watching them pass, and then we have to go and bury them. This is detrimental to us. You don't understand. When Pittsburgh passed, he was like losing the best buddy I had for a while, It's horrible. So I don't know. People just don't understand how rough it is.
B-type, so when you have an old animal, you let them live however they want.
Right. And give them their last years. That's what I told you. Let me live my last years happy. I only got another 20 in me, and then all this is yours. It's all being left to you. Jeez, dude, let me be.
Someone said, when are you guys going to upload the footage of the guy who dropped off the single pleco and the single guppy? I hope they're okay.
What?
I know nothing about that.
What is that?
Did you take in a single pleco and a single guppy?
Not that I remember, no. You have to remind us more on that one. We take in a lot of fish every day. There's 3-4 people a day bringing stuff here. Then we're going on trips, picking up stuff. So I'm sorry, but we can't remember everything.
All right. Let me go back up here. I had a few questions up here. Augustin Ortiz said, Josh, what field of work do you do? I'm a structural engineer for the city of Cleveland. And in a few short months, I will be taking my PE. So I'll have my professional engineer's license and be able to stamp my own drawings.
And mine. Because when I build here, I get, you got to understand. Strongsville has been so strict on me, and I can't do this and I can't do that. Well, I take it to Josh downtown because Strongsville has to answer to Cleveland. So I take it to Josh and give it to him, and he gets it stamped downtown, and then Strongsville has no choice but to go by this. So I get my structures through because of Josh. So once he becomes, where he can stamp it, I can build a rickety old hutch, and he puts his stamp on it. Strongsville has to let it go through. That's funny. Rickety old hut.
Brittany Brown said, how's Diesel doing? Love you and Brittany. Congratulations on your new place, Josh. Well, thank you, and Diesel's doing all right.
Diesel's going to leave with Josh, and so are the pea puffers.
Pea puffers and the cats.
And the cats. I don't see the cats. Every once in a while they get out and I shoo them back into the room. But other than that, I don't see the cats. So I don't see them as something that's going to leave here. But the pea puffers are definitely set up out in the fish room. And so people won't see them too much no more. And then Diesel, he'll be at your house. So it's time for me to buy my Irish Wolfhound.
Have fun cleaning up the food.
Oh, no, I'm going to train him just perfect where he only poos in the neighbor's yards.
Rob Vandemer for $5 said, my family loves OFR. Question, what's your advice about keeping bichers together, especially different types? Would love to hear any advice.
You should have no problem with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have 4 different kinds together in 1,000.
And they don't bother each other. Here's the thing. If you have one that's 2 foot, and one that's 6 inches, the 2-footer will eat the 6-incher. If you get them all about the same size, they will grow and grow and grow. Our buddy,
you have a buddy?
Mr. Wu, Vincent Wu, he had a tank, and there were probably 25-inch to 30-inch bichers all together, and they were just covered the whole floor of this tank. They didn't bother each other at all, but I'm sure they competed over the food and wanted the food and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, he proved it to me that that was awesome, and I want to do the same thing. I want a bunch of big bichers.
Blake Weber said, hate to ask, but what is the most missed fish for any reason?
Oh, that's Pittsburgh. That's got to be Pittsburgh.
I got one that supersedes that.
Who's that?
Our 54-inch planiceps.
Oh, yeah, Daria.
No, that was a 3-footer we recently just had. I'm talking...
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that died when that plane crash knocked out the power grid and we had the big, massive die-off. We're talking about the 54-incher? Yes. 54-incher.
When we first got here.
Wide. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was so long ago. I barely remember.
It was the 54-inch planiceps. We grew them out. We picked them up from Aquascape in Chicago. Not to be mistaken with Greg Whitstock's Aquascape. This was Aquascape, the fish store. And we picked him up, and he was supposed to be a 2-foot planiceps. Turned out to be 27 inches. Drove to Chicago, picked him up. Been here ever since. And then it turned out to be a 54-inch monster that ended up dying before we had our generators here, and
Yeah.
there was a
We
plane
went through
that crashed,
heck that day.
knocked out the power grid.
And
It was a
out
bad
of,
day.
yeah, it was bad.
This was before we even thought about the OFR, and we were honestly thinking about just calling it quits. Like all of our big fish, our prize fish, left us that day.
Yeah. Augustin Ortiz says, I heard Irish Wolfhounds are short-lived. Not sure how accurate this is. I have no experience with them. Absolutely not. We had, when I was growing up, we had one named Kira. And she was like 14 years old, smartest dog I've ever seen in my life. Listened to Dad like you would not believe. And we got broken into. And she went to attack the burglar, and he shot her, went in her mouth, out her chin, into her side, and out her side down here. Still pinned him down and held him until the cops got there, and then she died. That was detrimental to me when I was a kid. And I always wanted one just like her, because she was the smartest dog I've ever seen in my life. She was, and so big. She was like a Shetland pony to me. I was a little kid. She was amazing.
No wonder why you're always talking about wanting a My Little Pony.
Stop it. Do not. All right, Raheem says, Big Rich, which macaw do you like to buy or keep? All right, I've had many macaws all my life, okay? I just sold 5 10 years ago when I bought this place. When I sold all my stingrays, I sold all my breeder stingrays for $47,000 to buy this place. So now we're building up our breeder stock again, and I want to get a macaw. But there's a new boy on the block. Raheem, check this out. My favorite was the hyacinth, the gentle giant, the biggest of all macaws with the longest tail. And they love hugs, and they're very, very special, very nice, birds. Now there's something called what was it, Josh?
You always told me it's on your list on your phone. It
Let
was
me get my
like
list.
a Verde?
Thank you. A giant Verde macaw. Verde. Okay. There's only one place that sells them, and they are 600 grams heavier than a hyacinth, which is the biggest
Pound
macaw ever. Now, they are also gentle giants, and they are so colorful. They're $5,000, and I want to sell off something I got to make the money, because next summer, when spring comes, I want to drive to Florida and buy one of these giant Verde macaws so that I have it back. They are so beautiful, so pretty. Oh my God. Look them up online and you'll see the place that sells them. There's only one place that sells them. They deal with crossbreeding of macaws. And they get bigger than the hyacinth, and they are a beautiful, very easy to get along with bird. And I want one so bad. I will sell whatever I got to afford it. But they're giant Verde macaw. I will have one. So.
It's a cross between a scarlet and a Buffon's macaw.
Buffins, yeah. Now, check this out. You know how they have the liger? That's a cross between a lion and a tiger. But the baby is bigger than both parents, right? Same thing with this Verde macaw. The scarlet is what we used to have. That was Big Boy. Or, I'm sorry, no, that was Rocket. Rocket was a scarlet macaw.
Yeah.
And the Buffon's macaw was an oddball shaped, an oddball looking, it was green.
Military macaw.
Yeah, like a military, yeah. It wasn't that. But they produce this baby that gets bigger than both of them. The giant Verde macaw. That's what I want. Website, please, Big Rich. Just go on to any Google, Yahoo, and search for giant Verde macaw, and the name of this place will pop up. They're the only ones that sell it. Trust me. And you'll see pictures. They've got a bunch of yellow on their side. They're the most beautiful bird I've ever seen. I love the hyacinth because they're all purple with the yellow eye under the eye. I love that. But they're 25 grand now. I've been waiting since they were 10 grand to go cheaper, and they've done nothing but build up higher. I can't afford a hyacinth macaw, but they are beautiful.
All right, so we're at the 8 o'clock hour. I have to go. So if you want to stay on, you can. But I have to make my part and go handle some business.
What business is that?
Richie's about to be at my house to unload a bunch of stuff.
What's that?
Stuff from storage.
Oh, bringing the trailer and that kind of stuff. Okay.
So with that being said, it was great hanging out with you guys. I always love hanging out with you on Fishy Friday. I will see you next week.
And as always,
stay
fishy, my friends. Love you guys. Love hanging out with you. I have such a good time. And I've got a little bit of a drink left.
All right. Take care, guys.